is on the air. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Carolina Panthers and the Atlanta Falcons. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on first down. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Got a man, that's Colin Johnson. 30, the 20. Touchdown, Carolina. Colin Johnson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And what is going on here? Are they serious? First down, and they're in punt formation. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Fielded just inside the 30. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
A first down throw for Mariota. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And some room to run now. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That good for 22 and a first down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, Mariota under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
That's an excellent run right there on second and long. Didn't get back all of it, but a huge chunk. Now they're in third and manageable and back on schedule trying to pick up a first down.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey
with career touchdown number 70.
And the Panthers lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Falcons. His fifth touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. So problems with air passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
Sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last.
And now a fumble. Brady loses the football, and it's picked up by the Panthers. He's at the 30. 10. And he takes it into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery and a touchdown for the Panthers. Gonzalez to add the PAT. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Next to score, Panthers 21, Falcons 7.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
You definitely got the short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it. But you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
On first down, Brady.
Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
The 2 big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27.
On first and 10, here's Brady.
Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Makes the score Panthers 28, Falcons 7.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. 20, 10. And he takes it into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery and a touchdown for the Panthers. Gonzalez to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they have done themselves absolutely no favors to earn a win today in this one, Charles. The turnover woes continue. On that last drive, they had that fumble that led to a touchdown.
And, Brandon, I would say they have a mission on this drive, and the bottom line is protect the football, just put together something that they can let the last drive go. Yeah, it was a bad play. They gave up points, but that doesn't mean it has to go that way the rest of this ball game. Do what you do best on offense and try and put the ball.
He's got a man complete. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it as the season has gone on. He's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Brady now on 1st down. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
On 2nd and 10, Brady.
And that is incomplete.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
Again, it's Brady.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone.
And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
4th down, and the attention turns to Falcon kicker Younghoe Koo. Koo knocks this one through the post.
And that drops a deficit from 28 to 25.
So 3 points there, and CD that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And Charles, they're really stringing these possessions and scores together early. We're still in the first quarter, but if they can score again here, look out.
Yeah, and as you taught me when broadcasting games, one word we're supposed to avoid, and that's blowout. But that's exactly what's going on here. Down 3 possessions just the first quarter. That goes beyond any worst-case scenario we might have thought coming into this game. And another touchdown here, that should eliminate any hopes for any type of a comeback.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
They go play action. Mariota. They'll roll him out right. And he's got the speedster Goodwin. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the... Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And he's got some space here. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Carolina. And always always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I get some more. I get some more. And it'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Throwing on first down is Brady. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. From the 44, Brady got this complete to the tight end Pitts. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. He's up to 88 yards receiving in the ballgame now, and he's got a first down. On play action, now Brady. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And this is caught inside the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown. Calvin Ridley. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Falcons get a bit closer. Brady will look to throw for him. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
The Panthers take over first down 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack.
Disrupting that play and dropping him was Arnold Ebiketie.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack finally the first step in the right direction for a stop. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. And taken right at the 35. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And some room down the numbers. There he goes. And he is into the end zone for the Falcon touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd rushing
touchdown of the year. And the Falcons are able to cut into that deficit. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
The Panthers take over first down 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
118 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium, because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. They'll try to throw now. Mariota.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Troy Pride. And the Falcons are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just to get by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them, because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. Now, this looks like a roughing call.
Now Brady.
Over the middle, caught by London. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards.
And we'll see Younghoe Koo now for the Falcons.
This from 36 yards out. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Koo knocks this one through the post.
And they'll get the deficit down to 15.
So the interception sent him on the terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points. but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. They're going to get 9 here on first down as he gets this one up to the 34-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They'll keep it on the ground again here. They find some open field here. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Gonzalez's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mariota. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 36 yards on the play. And, Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And, Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or 2, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, 2nd down.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And that's complete to the right side. It's Marshall. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. Now, right where this setup down started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. From the gun, Mariota. Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. Brandon Graham, he's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. Gonzalez's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Play action. Now it's Brady. This pass is caught by London. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Here's Brady to throw. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Corner blitz that time by J.C. Horn, and he got home and dropped him.
You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
A gain there of 21 yards. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Now Brady gets away with one. Lucky, could have been intercepted, but it falls to the ground.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Brady. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
They tried to make something happen, but that one came up incomplete and really wasn't a good-looking throw.
Yeah, maybe even go as far as to call that a little ill-advised.
Yeah, I would say so. I think that's the right phrase for it. Definitely ill-advised. Just wonder about his mechanics right now, and that's the tough part. You do so much stuff in practice to make it repetitive, but it has to repeat under pressure, whether it's pressure from the defense or just the pressure of playing the game.
Koo knocks this one through the post. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So his 3rd field goal of the ball game brings him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And 7s and probably even 8s. As a kicker, you just head out when you're called upon, so he's done his job. It's the rest of the offense that needs to get it in gear. They want to close this gap.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing, Mariota. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And it will be Falcon football. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand They've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Another try after the first down sack. Brady, he sets to fire deep. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. Brady. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And he is brought down, and now before reaching the 30. The end result, 21 yards. Brady to throw again. He's going to air one out. And this one is incomplete.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he will find Ridley on the left side. Touchdown, Falcons! Calvin Ridley with his 3rd touchdown again, number 7 on the year. And the Falcons are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Here we go now as they will again try for 2. Brady's going to look to throw. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of...
Back now here on EA Sports.
2nd and 11.
It's the Panthers out in front and in control of the football as well as we begin quarter number 4. Now left side on the swing pass. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. They now force upon him a 3rd and 14.
Time to give them credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Crediting your defense.
Gotta credit them on that one because they tried to fool him, right? Tried to trick him. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A give running left, it's McCaffrey.
And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and forced an incompletion.
On 3rd down, Mariota. Here's Johnson with a reception. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 42. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. On play action, Mariota. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line. He's able to call his own number for 8 that time, but it leaves him with a 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. And this is going to be incomplete.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
Gonzalez's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So an important one there as they widen their lead in this 4th quarter.
All right, partner, help me out with the math here. Make sure I am on point, because the way I see it, the other guys still need 2 touchdowns, but in addition, a 2-point conversion. So this is all about them playing perfect football from here on out.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. On 1st down, Brady. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. He'll let this go for the end zone. This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown Atlanta. Kyle Pitts with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Falcons are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Koo able to connect on the extra point as this gets him back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit. And you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and then, by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. The Panthers on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5. To throw Mariota. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
gets set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Well, the defense got its job done, forcing the punt. Now the formula pretty simple. They need to find the end zone here. A field goal doesn't help them much. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get him the completion.
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dive. Here's Brady. And this nearly intercepted. Probably should have been. Had he caught it, it would have sealed it. Instead, one more chance coming up on 4th down.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one going.
Now Brady completes this to Jefferson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Brady to throw. Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw, Brady. He's going to find Edwards open downfield. Touchdown! Brian Edwards, 32 yards. And the Falcons have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th.
So they got the touchdown they needed to cut this to 2, but now they've got to get back to the huddle. No celebration time. Got to figure out what they're going to do on the 2-point conversion.
To throw is Brady. And he's going to be sacked. They came after him. He couldn't get away. And this remains a 2-point game. So down only 2 now. Still a chance to finagle their way into field goal range if they can get this onside kick. And it looks like the Panthers' hands team does its job. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
And there he goes right side. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, 49 yards. And the Panthers get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And it might seal the deal as that makes it a 2-score game here with not a lot of time remaining. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is...
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. McCaffrey on the counter. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. A handoff left. McCaffrey. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. Mariota to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. This to perhaps salt this one away. And his kick is right there. It's good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball.